Bob Dylan, Prospect Park Bandshell, part of Celebrate Brooklyn, 2008. The Prospect Park Bandshell is located in Prospect Park in Park Slope, Brooklyn, and it's a key factor of the park. It draws hundreds of thousands of people every year. The Brick Arts Foundation does to Celebrate Brooklyn, where they do free concerts throughout the summer series. And in addition to the free concerts, in order to help fund it, they do a certain number of paid concerts. And in the summer of 2012, I was working as a promoter rep for AEG Live, and I was assigned to do the Bob Dylan concert when it came to Prospect Park. So it's really interesting that how insane people were about this show, because I thought, well, Bob Dylan must be from Brooklyn. That must be what it is. But actually, he's not from Brooklyn. He mentions Brooklyn in a couple of his songs, but he was huge in Greenwich Village. So he moved there in the 60s, and that's sort of where he started his folk art career. So this particular show, it was sold out. And what I remember is that the head of the Brick Arts Foundation at the time, the head of Celebrate Brooklyn, he was nervous because there was so much buzz around this show. He was getting a lot of pressure from, honestly, from NYPD, from the upper ranks to give them free tickets. Specifically where there's their friends area, I think it only seats, I want to say like 50 to 75. I don't remember what that number was, but it didn't hold a lot of people. But the amount of pressure that he was getting to put people on the guest list for that area, it was really affecting him at the time, and he was concerned about it. So when doing outdoor shows, specifically in New York City, there was sort of the de facto go-to security company. And we used it at all of our shows. And we worked with them a lot. And I knew the owner fairly well. But because of this specific situation and the concern of the head of Brick Arts, I hired a second security company. So I brought in a second security company to deal with the friends area around the front of house mix and to deal with backstage security, because he was really concerned about just being able to control things. So I wanted to kind of just remove that sort of, but I know that guy, he's going to let me in factor that happens a lot at concerts. But when the head of the security company that we normally use found out that there was going to be a second company, he absolutely lost his fucking mind. Like, he went ballistic. He not only called my boss at the time, who was the VP of production, he went to the head of the New York office. And the head of the New York office was a woman named Deborah Rathwell. And if anyone knows Deborah, she don't put up with shit. She is a boss, and she's amazing at what she does, and she's in charge for a reason. So he called her up, and I just went off on her, and she came to me later and was like, he called me and he kept saying, that girl had the nerve to, and that girl did this, and that fucking girl. And she said to him, careful, because the boss is the girl too. And I remember her telling me that story and being like, fuck yeah. So I liked the support of the women, but what ended up happening in the end was I was told to get rid of the second company, and he was given very explicit directions to not let things get out of hand, regardless of who was asking to go where and when, and to make sure that we doubled up in a couple of places and kept it nice and tight. But I'll always remember that, because I tried to do what was right for the show, but boy, I did not know that I was stepping on toes. And it blew up. It blew up bad. But it was all fine in the end. The show happened. There were no issues whatsoever. It was sold out. It was a great day, and Brooklyn was happy.
This place ain't too big and good. I'm in the wrong town. I should have been out of love.